music can be found almost anywhere, including this can of soda. So wouldn't it make sense then that we use other subjects to reinforce musical learning, and use music to reinforce learning in those subjects as well? I'm sure we've all heard stories about music increasing cognition, retention, and motivation, but many of us may not know how to include music with other topics, or how to approach a music teacher with ideas about collaboration. Let's take a closer look at what we can find and how to find it. A simple Google search of the phrase, including music with other subjects, reveals a wealth of information on the topic. We find many websites that include snippets of information. A similar search at Amazon finds few useful sources, but a more specific search like music and math helps greatly. Let's check it out. One of the first books returned in the search is Music in Every Classroom by James Douglas Sporberg. His chapter on math includes a section on fractions. Math is full of fractions. Even in the simplest senses, we find something called division of the beat. Acknowledging this term in a middle school general music class could lead to many algebraic exercises. For example, the whole note divides into 2 half notes each, which each divide into 2 quarter notes. These divide into 2 eighth notes, which divide into 2 16th notes. Following this pattern, we can find the most minuscule beat division until we get to the 512th note, which divides equally into 2 Beethoven severed head notes. How many Beethoven severed head notes would there be in a quarter note? Music and language arts is one of the easiest collaborations. A search of music and language arts will show us a variety of books at the local library or Amazon.com. The first book is Listen to Learn by Terry Tibbett. It features a variety of not only language arts and music ideas, but also social sciences and music lessons. A very simple way to incorporate music and language would be to have the music classes set classic poetry to music, or create a musical narrative for a classic story. On the opposite side, it is also possible to analyze modern song lyrics like classic poetry.
White rabbit. When men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, and you just had some kind of a mushroom, and your mind is moving low. Go ask Alice. I think she'll know. In logic and proportion, you've fallen softly dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head. Remember what the dormouse said. Feed your head! Feed your head! Feed your head!
Science can be a bit more challenging to incorporate into a junior high music class, but with a bit of tweaking it can be done. Adding the word education or lesson to the search greatly increases the relevance of found materials. On musicinventions.com, several science lessons dealing with physics for adolescents can be found. Acoustics would also be a viable option, as would the study of birdsong. We are currently observing the northern black rock bird, an elusive species of North America. Here we find the female grazing. It won't be long before she'll be taking a mate. The males of the species dwarf the female in size, and often perform elaborate courtship displays to attract a female. Here comes the male now. He has spotted her and prepares for his mating ritual.
Hey there, Miss Bird, won't you come with me? I can have your eggs and we'll have a birdie family. Won't you fly so high to the sun? I swear to you,
It appears that she is unimpressed with his song and flies away. In a perfect world, we'd be able to collaborate an entire grade level to form an epic curriculum that would examine every aspect of a topic. While studying World War II in history, we'd read Slaughterhouse-Five in language arts. Government class would cover the politics of the day, while music classes studied Hitler's use of Wagner and Beethoven in campaigning. Math classes could be solving story problems involving Churchill and Franklin D. Roosevelt, and science could explore radiation. But, as you can tell, it would be difficult to coordinate that many areas of study, so it might just be best to work with 2 or 3 at a time. Hopefully, after seeing a few of the materials available, and also discovering how to search for them, you have a better idea of what's out there for teachers and students.
Thank you.